If I keep that routine for 3 minutes, no stress can keep on, because I have to control. I have to integrate motion and movement, breathing and movement together. And as I start to play on this, nothing can be like, I cannot thinking about, the time to travel. I have to go to San Diego tomorrow. I have to give my daughter, whatever it is. You have to refresh, because the way you breathe, you can really clean your mind. The way you breathe, you can lower your heart rates. For fighting, for example, I was doing, like I get an event 3 hours before the event, my fight. So I go to the locker room, sleep for an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes, by will. I just breathing, my relaxed breathing, I can sleep deeply. Wake up 1 hour before the fight, warm myself up for 45 minutes, putting my heart rates to 160, 140, to really break the sweat and make sure I'm cool. And then sit for 5 minutes and bring my heart rate to 65 heartbeats a minute. So I'm deeply hot, ready to go, with my heartbeat, tum, 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 tum. So I see my other opponent on the other side of the ring jumping around. He's already 85, 90. So when I engage not to make some kind of nice rhythm. I try to improve, press the gas and let's go for power. So we do everything we can do. So if I'm struggle, you cannot rest. You have to keep up with me. So when I'm 80, you 110. When I'm 110, you 150. When I'm 150, you already trying to...
I had a heart attack.
Yeah. So you start to regroup and start to seeking for air. And that's time normally where mistakes happen and I really make close the deal. So breathing become my best friend, not only to control my emotions, to keep my heart rate in the best performance, to recoup, so to be controlling panic, controlling emotions, become calm, to strategize, everything coming from this capacity within to control yourself by breathing. So I felt like it was a great addition to my practice and makes a huge change in my life.
This is something that I connected the dots on a few years ago, because people would ask me, I would say, listen, when things are going bad, you have to stay calm. You have to learn how to, control your emotions and don't get all excited about something when things are going wrong. And people would say, well, how do you do it? And one of the things that I realized that I would do is, so in the military, you have a radio with you. And when you talk on the radio, everybody can hear you. And in the military, it's very frowned upon if you get on the radio and you are emotional, if you scream, help over here, if you panic like this. So every time I ever talked on the radio, my goal was to never sound panicked, never sound emotional, no matter what was going on, sound very calm and cool. So that means whenever things were going crazy and I was about to have to get on the radio, what would I have to do?
Breathe.
I had to breathe. I had to take a breath. And so it's the same thing. It's just that something that I was doing so that I could, I'd be, there's got stuff going on over here. Okay, I'm about to talk on the radio. Hey, this is Jocko. We need about 10 more guys down to this building right now. And that, me taking control of my breath also would help me get into a controlled emotional state where I'm not losing my mind.
Yes. That's very powerful.
From jiu-jitsu.
Yes, because the breathing system, or because you stay 7 days without food, you stay 3 days without water, 5 minutes without oxygen is already dead.
Yes.
So the efficiency of the breathing system is very needed, and people take this for granted. They don't. I born, I get slapped on the butt, and you're alive and well, and you can live like, if you don't train in breathing, it's like your biceps, it's like your strategies, your techniques, your jiu-jitsu. If you don't train in the breathing system, you're gonna work with 40% less the capabilities to really refresh yourself, hyperventilate, bringing yourself to a next level of understanding. Because if you get tired and you don't know how to hyperventilate, you get tired and your mind starts to fade a little bit. You start to making poor decisions. You start to get completely off your game because there's no oxygen enough for the brain and the body. But if you know how to hyperventilate, you can have cramps, acid lactic all over. You cannot even move well, very tired, but your brain is still sharp. You can see details. You can see the girl smile at you. You can see the surfboard. You can see everything you want to see and talk because your brain is still fresh. Mm-hmm. And that's the capacity you have to learning how to hyperventilate and use the diaphragmatic breathing, which improves your life like a ton.